Orcas hunt great white sharks. They take down blue whales. They are among the most capable predators on Earth, but they don't charge blindly. They plan, they coordinate, they adapt. Every encounter is assessed before it begins. And yet, in many parts of the world, entire pods of orcas are seen turning away, sometimes fleeing from a smaller, slower animal. Pilot whales. So when reports surface of orcas avoiding pilot whale pods, the question isn't fear. The question is far similar and far more revealing. Why engage at all? Pilot whales are not apex predators. They don't hunt orcas. They don't overpower them. What they possess instead is something far more disruptive: numbers. Pilot whales exist as two closely related species, the long-finned pilot whale and the short-finned pilot whale, both defined not by solitary strength, but by extreme social cohesion. They are among the most social cetaceans in the ocean. They live in large, tightly bonded pods, often dozens of individuals, sometimes spanning multiple generations. These pods are stable, coordinated and highly vocal. Some populations, such as those in the North Atlantic or off Japan, are even genetically distinct, reinforcing long-term group identity. When danger appears, they don't scatter, they don't flee blindly. They stay together, they close ranks, they advance as one. Their calls overlap, layered whistles and clicks flooding the water. Their movements synchronize, forming a living wall of bodies, not isolated targets. And when threatened, there is no individual response. There is only the pod. Most of the recorded confrontations with orcas involve the long-finned pilot whale, particularly in the North Atlantic, where their territories overlap. These whales don't rely on individual power. They move in larger, denser pods, designed for coordination rather than combat. When orcas appear, long-finned pilot whales have been observed approaching them directly, closing in as a group, surrounding and harassing them, not to win a fight, but to disrupt, confuse, and ultimately drive the predators away. It isn't dominance, it's collective resistance. For an orca pod, every hunt is an energy calculation. How much effort will this take? How much risk is involved? And what do we gain? A confrontation with pilot whales offers very little reward. Pilot whales are fast, they're agile, and unlike prey species, they don't scatter easily. Instead, they mob. They approach, they surround, they vocalize loudly, flooding the water with sound. For predators that rely on acoustic awareness, this matters. Orcas depend on coordination and precision. Noise interferes with that. In a chaotic acoustic environment, echolocation becomes less effective. Communication between pod members becomes harder. Hunting formations break down. What looks like intimidation is often disruption. There's also another factor: injury. Orcas are powerful, but not invincible. A broken tooth, a damaged fin, an injured calf. Even minor injuries can be fatal over time. Pilot whales don't need to defeat orcas. They only need to make the encounter costly. And orcas are intelligent enough to recognize that. This behavior isn't unique. Across the animal kingdom, dominant predators routinely avoid unnecessary conflict. Lions retreat from large hyena clans. Wolves avoid herds that stand their ground. Even great white sharks abandon areas when orcas arrive. Avoidance is not weakness, it's a strategy. Importantly, there is no evidence that pilot whales actively hunt orcas. There's no record of pilot whales killing healthy orcas. What we observe instead are standoff behaviors, approaches, chases, and mutual disengagement. These encounters rarely escalate because neither side benefits. What makes these encounters even more complex is that they don't look the same everywhere. In places like Norway, Iceland, and the Strait of Gibraltar, pilot whales have been repeatedly documented approaching and sometimes pursuing orcas. In these regions, orcas often disengage, increase speed, and leave the area. But in other parts of the world, the relationship changes. In the Caribbean, evidence suggests that pilot whales are not intimidators, but prey. Stable isotope analysis and feeding records show that Caribbean orcas feed primarily on other toothed whales, including pilot whales. Here, orcas do not avoid them, they hunt them. This tells us something critical. Orcas are not responding to a species, they're responding to context, local culture, group size, risk level, experience. The same animal can be ignored in one ocean and hunted in another. For orcas, the ocean is vast. They are not territorial in the way land predators are. If an area becomes inefficient, they move. This flexibility is one of their greatest strengths. Why fight when you can simply leave? What makes this interaction fascinating is what it reveals about orca intelligence. They don't react emotionally. They don't assert dominance for its own sake. They assess, they calculate, they decide. Pilot whales succeed not by overpowering orcas, but by being socially inconvenient. They turn the ocean loud. They remove stealth. They introduce uncertainty. And for a predator that thrives on precision, uncertainty is enough. So, do pilot whales terrify orcas? No. But they do something far more effective. They make the encounter pointless. In the wild, power isn't measured by who wins a fight. It's measured by who avoids losing one. And sometimes, the smartest predator in the ocean proves its intelligence not by attacking, but by swimming away.